My name is Dr. Rocio Paola Caballero-Gill, and I am a trained geologist specializing in paleoclimatology and paleoceanography. But really it's about, what was going on with that climate, with that environment. What did the environment hold in terms of the life, and then how did that impact other areas in general? So it's really about, what did things look like in the past? So that's why I like the term being a geodetective, because that's really what you're doing. You're looking at things that are no longer here, trying to figure out through those clues and put together the puzzle that tells you, oh, this is what it looked like, and this is what may have happened, and this is, an example of maybe what could happen to us if we go back to those conditions. So, and essentially, it boils down to getting information from deep in the ocean, because that's really where you're going to find things that are still there, that have been buried through time. And if you think of like just the surface of the ocean and things like living in the surface and then at some point dying and going down and then more going down, and you accumulate these things layer after layer, you kind of have a record of what things look like, and as you go deeper in the past. And so the idea is to look at one of those slices, and depending on how thick that slice is, you're going to be like, okay, this is this many years. And this is what it looked like in terms of the life that you had there, the chemistry that these living organisms were able to make. And so you can find like tiny plants, tiny animals, zooplankton, those are the ones that I looked at, and phytoplankton too. And so the idea is that they tell you, oh, it was this warm, we had this much food, and a bunch of other things that then it gives you almost like a snapshot of what that time may have looked like in terms of the environment and the life it held. So I came from Peru and I didn't speak the language, so I had to learn English in order to continue my studies. So that was one of the barriers that I still struggle with, in not knowing about scholarships, not knowing about internships. I didn't even know what a research internship was. I didn't know what research meant really until someone came along and said, hey, you can do this and this is how we do it. And I'm like, okay, that's great. One of the things that I appreciate about science is that you have to work with people to make the science better. And so that means work with all kinds of people with various skills and perspectives and knowledge and identities, so that through that combination and really amazing teamwork, you can get to answers that you couldn't really get by yourself, because it takes that much expertise to put together from different fields too, to put it together and have a much more complete puzzle. So in my work now, that's really what I essentially do. It's work with those early career scientists, work with people from backgrounds like mine that are not like the typical height, gender, color, all the things, right? And even abilities, because I have a chronic illness. And so the idea is that if I can support those people to do the best science they can, being the people they are also as scientists, not just one or the other, but together, then that makes a better science, and that can help paleoclimatology even be better, right? I would say go with your gut. If you like it, connect with people, or connect, sometimes we think like our family or friends, that's all we have. But those people can connect us with others and open doors and opportunities that we didn't even know. And so the more this hypothetical young person could talk to others and express their interests, this is the kinds of things that I want to work on. These are the things that I'm interested in. And I mean, the web is really helpful in terms of looking for opportunities as well, and not be shy to go for it.
Want to learn more about our national parks? Then hit that subscribe button, friend. Stay up to date and catch bonus features by following us on Instagram @OutSCIder.